it's Davita's Stampin' Spot. It is 8 o'clock, no, 8:01. You know how it goes? You're sitting here early and then you find something to do and then you're late. I'm good at that. I know. I'm glad you're joining me tonight. As most of you saw, I'm sure I had grandma time last night. And, you know, Stampin' Up! Always says that family comes before stamping. So although you guys are my family, my little grandson took precedence last night. And he was a good distraction because we were watching that really bad football game that was on last night. So I finally get to start sharing some of the celebration and mini catalog products. So tonight I'm going to use one of the stamp sets that just makes me smile. As you'll see in the description, I said it just makes me smile. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I hope I get to see comments. Last week I couldn't figure out why no one was saying anything. And then after I finished, I had 7 comments. So I apologize to those of you that were trying to help me out and make comments as we go. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I just don't know. So, and we're going to hope to not have a lot of shadows tonight. All right. So here's the stamp set. This is the $1 Million Stamp Set. I got to see this demonstrated in Arlington in November. And when I first looked at it, I went, yeah, that's cute. I don't know if I'll buy it. And then, oh my gosh, I started having so much fun with it. I just couldn't. I'm just so glad I got it. So cute sayings. You spice up my life. Your nacho average friend. Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Spectacular and long time no taco. We're going to do long time no taco tonight. It's got cactus, jalapenos. These are chips. We got big ones and little ones. We got guacamole dip. It's just so fun. All right. So the first time I did it, I made it in some kind of pastel color, and I decided tonight we would try it in a lot brighter color. So let me see if we can get started here. All right. So I am using the Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm using the largest circle in those. And so I cut that out with the die cut machine. And now I'm going to stamp my tacos. If you know me at all, you know I love Mexican food. So I guess I should have known that I would love this set. And I love the idea of the taco stuff, but then when you can add the little faces, it's just so cute. And I pushed way too hard. So with the magic, we'll try all over again, see if I can do this one. I had kind of a crazy day. I subbed as always. And then I worked some middle school basketball games tonight, which was fun. But truthfully, I have not done middle school basketball or basketball games doing the book for quite a while. So it was kind of a memory game tonight, remembering everything I needed to do in the clock and the book. All right. I forgot to grab my blends. So as I'm yakking here, I'm going to grab, what do I want to try tonight? We need some green and we need some, let's try, that's kind of lettuce color maybe. I don't know, let's see. And then we need the tacos. I kind of like the light colors, but I don't want it to be too light. We'll try the chrome cake, I think. All right, so I'm going to use the blends and I'm going to color my taco. And they gave us some shading ideas here. I'm going to go with brown. I know when I did the other card I'm going to show you, I used more of a yellow, but we're going to kind of make them a brown taco tonight. And then where these dots are, that gives us good indication of where we need to do a little darker image. I'll shadow that in like that. And then of course we need some lettuce and tomato, unless, if you know me, I don't like, okay, I'm going to change my mind. I don't like tomatoes. So when I do my tacos, there is none of this red stuff in there, but I will put it in there for you guys. So we'll put in some tomato. And then I think it's kind of fun. They did kind of like every other one over here. This marker is really old. Oh my. As you can tell, I did not prep. By the time I got home, we quickly ate. And before I knew it, it was time to come in and get ready. And I had a project already. Then I changed my mind. Decided I just really wanted to show you tacos tonight. All right, so I'm coloring in my lettuce. For those of you that are on the email list, you've received some rescheduled emails for the whole month of December or January. Goodness, don't even know what month it is. My technique class last Friday had to be postponed because several people that wanted to attend were sick. So I've rescheduled it for next Friday, January 20th. And the stamp camp, the VFW decided they had something come up that they needed to use it, use the VFW that day. So we're not able to use the VFW. So we've switched that one to February 4th. So if you have not received that email and you're interested in attending stamp camp with us, you're not going to want to miss it. For $35, you're going to get 9 projects. You're going to get lunch. You're going to have door prizes, early bird gifts, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you can join us. I think we had several people that had double booked on the 21st, so we're hoping that the February 4th works better for them. All right, so I want to add just some little Fiesta type images to this. So in this stamp set, they have some cute little swirls. So I'm going to ink those up. And I'm using, look very clean, Parakeet Party. And then I'm using Tahitian Tide. All right, so that's my centerpiece there with my tacos, soft tacos and hard tacos, and then my little bit of bling with them. All right, so I chose to use the Tahitian Tide. So I scored it at 4 1/4, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Then I decided to use some of our in color 2022-2024 designer series paper just to add some texture, but not a whole lot of different color. So I was going to ask everybody which one they liked best, but I'm not seeing any comments. So I'm hoping this is actually broadcasting. All right. So in the comments below, let me know which one you like best. Do you like it better where there's a frame all the way around? Or do you like it better where the designer series paper goes all the way to the edge? Which look do you like better? And since I used this one on the other card that I'm going to show you, I'll use this one this time. They have such cute faces with the stamp set too. Very, very cute. There's, I think, 4 options for little faces that you can use. All right, so we're going to add that layer. And yeah, aren't you surprised I actually had a glue stick laying here? That is letting the glue come out easily, which is nice. All right, so then we're going to take this, and I wanted to pop it up so that it was up, giving it some dimension. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals here. I'm getting to where I use these stylish shapes all the time. There's squares and circles. There's some labels that you can use. And I just love how it's got that stitched image around the outside. It adds a lot, I think, just a little more depth and interest. Seems like it's dark on that side tonight. Sure, it doesn't help that it's dark outside. All right. So we'll put these little guys right there. All right, so now I want to show you how I made my tabs. Do you ever have those items that are sitting around and you kind of forget you have them? Well, that's with this thing. I've had this banners punch for quite a while and have not used it. So I want to use it tonight. So I have a piece of white cardstock. It's 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. And then I'm using Parakeet Party, and this is 3 3 1/4. And I actually did this 7/8. 1 inch just seemed a little bit too big. So I'm going to show you. The nice thing with this is it has 3 different set levels, but then of course you can use whatever width you want as long as it's less than an inch, because that's the largest that it has. So I kind of get it where I want it, and then I always turn it over to make sure that I've got it lined up the way I want. We're going to punch that out. We're going to flip it over and do the same thing on this side. What I like about this is that you can make banners any width or length, and well, width, I guess up to an inch, but any length that you want. Because it seems like so often I will pick a punch that I like or a die, and then when I go to put greetings in it, it's just a tad too big, or it looks a little it's too small, and I get really frustrated. So you can see if you've got it in the slot, it lines up really nicely. All right, and just to give you an idea, so I did this one at 3 1/4. It takes off almost a 1/2 inch because we're down to 2 3/4 now. So it does take off a 1/2 inch. All right, so like that. And I forgot to get the greeting out of the box. Let me grab it real quick. But that's why I did those tags, and I have the feeling I'm going to be using that an awful lot because it just gives you great flexibility. You can do it whatever you want. All right, and since I've got the Parakeet Party behind, I'm going to do taco. Have fun. All right, put that on here. All right, so I told you about Stamp Camp being rescheduled to February 4th. Told you that the technique class is rescheduled to next Friday, January 20th. Don't come this week, I won't be home. We host a huge wrestling tournament this weekend. So I will be scoring wrestling matches all day, Friday and Saturday. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to glue this down. I know it's kind of a weird mix, isn't it? I'm a huge crafter, but a huge sports person. All right, but that's what's fun. The more I'm around people and the more I talk with people, you know, we all need whatever is fun and makes us happy. And for me, that's sports and crafting. So it works for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but it definitely works for me. All right, so then I made a bow out of our in color twine. And I'm going to add that right here on the corner just to give a little extra. Use my glue dot. All right. And I have got some super fun cards that I cannot wait to share with you. Unfortunately, I didn't get home until too late today. I actually kind of forgot that I had the basketball. Thought I'd have time after school, and I looked at my calendar this morning and went, oh, I guess not. I'm working ball games. So I do apologize. I had really hoped to have more things for you and a little more challenging projects tonight, but you have to admit, these just make you smile. All right, and these are some of our new sequins. They've got adhesive on the back, so they're ready to go. So I'll add those. And there it is. Oh, wait, I forgot the inside. All right. So long time no taco. And then I'll probably put the you're not a nacho average friend. Okay, so pull that out here. Trying to be really good, and maybe I should challenge you to do this as well. Don't just do the outside of your card. Force yourself to go ahead, finish the card, finish the envelope, so you have everything ready to go. Because I don't know about you, but I get so irritated. I come in, I find a card that I think, oh, that'll work perfectly for what I'm wanting to do. And then I'll realize that I don't have an inside on it, or there's not a stamped envelope ready to go. And since I've always taught you guys, don't send a naked envelope, I have to practice what I preach. So then that card gets put to the side and I have to find something else. All right, so there's my little nachos. And I think I'll add just a few little chips up here in the corner. And I'm going to stamp them with that crumb cake, since that's the color I used on my taco. And then I'll also show you the other card I made with this. And I'm going to put my chips up here in the corner. And I think I'll just do them all down the side here. All right, so that'll go on the inside. And then I'm going to color my guac. I think I'll go with light. Let's see, how light is this? Yeah, that'll work for guac. That was one thing we really enjoyed when we were in Mexico. Kent normally isn't much of a guac person, but he actually enjoyed it, which made me happy, because then that meant we ordered it more often, because I love it. All right, and then I think my little bowl needs some color. We'll just make it a nice little blue bowl to go with the color of the card. So celebration's going on. For every 50 that you spend, you get to choose a product from our celebration catalog. And there are some fun projects. I've already used, I think, almost every stamp set and most of the papers and stuff that I will be demonstrating. A nice variety, I think. There's a fun little owl. There's a set of carrots, which I have to admit, I never thought we'd have a carrot stamp set. There is a beautiful country lane set. There's some beautiful designer series paper. So a lot of variety. And I'm also offering through January 15th, which is Sunday, if you place an order that qualifies for celebration, you are going to get a couple. I haven't decided how many kits yet. At least for a $50 order, you'll get at least 2 card kits that you'll be able to make at your place. Or if you really want to come stamp with me, let me know. And you can come stamp with me too. And if you do larger orders, then you'll get more kits. I'm going to be using some designer series paper. So you won't have to do a lot of stamping. There'll be projects that you could do at home if you wanted to. I think I'm going to stamp. Oh, I like this little taco. I think we'll just put. Why I think she's a she, I have no idea. But in my head, this little soft taco is a she. So we'll stamp her right there. And we'll give her cute little face again. There we go. So that is the bright Tahitian Tide card. Isn't that fun? Let me show you the other one. This is the first one I did. Let me get it out of the plastic bag so that it doesn't sparkle too much. But this is the first one I did. I did pale papaya. And you can see pretty much the same idea. And then on the envelopes for this one, I just did the fun little candies or squiggles or whatever. All right, so if you're placing your order for celebration or anytime this month, and it's not over 150, if you would please use this host code, it helps me buy supplies for my online classes, for my in-person classes. Be watching. I am working on my schedule for January, February, and March. We're going to try some new and different things. So I hope you'll join me for some of those. I hope you're having a fabulous week. I'll see you next week, and happy Taco Fiesta.